Today we'll be trying to get 3 wins with the new Squiffer, a weapon that is very good if you know how to use it. And if you don't know how to use it, and like I have been showing before with the many shorter range chargers that I'm not particularly good with, and half the time I'm not even good with the long ranged ones, this is one I'm not great with. The practice went pretty miserably, honestly. Had some really good days and some good games where a lot of shots were landing, and had some really just terrible ones where I was going negative in KD ratio, which is not good at all. We'll be attempting to get 3 wins with it. Has Autobomb and Zipcaster. It's a very synergistic kit, as you do have a full charge speed when jumping, so that does apply very well with the Zipcaster, being able to zip and then jump and charge and things like that. It's just very skill dependent. Autobomb is nice for some location, stuff like that. And this is the more Slayer version of the Squiffer kits. The first one's more supportive with the point sensor and the bubbler, and this one, of course, has a more aggressive kit. That's not good for me because I don't really know how to use it aggressively, but I will make the attempt. Either way, once again, the goal is 3 wins, and if we get 3 in a row without any losses, and we probably won't, we'll go for a 4th win. I'll see you in the first match. All right, match number 1, we have an interesting composition, 2 Fresh Squiffers, which you don't really see too many Fresh Squiffers, honestly, so having 2 of them on the same team is actually pretty odd. I don't like this at all. We're going to get tag teamed pretty easily. I'm still trying to play around that charger correctly. Hopefully I get the jump out here. So bad start. I'm going to try to reset. Feels safer throwing bombs here. I see their charger is still way back though, so we might have a bit more of a chance to actually kind of move forward here. I'm going to try to just play paint here and try to not die, fall off the map. That's kind of sad. Should have moved to the right a little bit more, so it would just fall down on the lower portion. Be a little more evasive than just standing there and taking blaster shots. However, I don't have much hope for this match because the team looks a bit rough, honestly, weapon-wise. We'll try to do our best here. That can reach me. Okay, we're going back again. This is a very jump back to spawn match because everything pretty much outranges us. Not everything, obviously, but 2 of their main weapons, the very scary, what's it called? Stamper, and then of course the charger is also there as well. So I don't really feel safe doing much if that means I'm dying. I don't have quick respawn or anything like that, so don't want to just feed. This might just be the end of me, but we're going to try to get some AoE damage off. Maybe our friends can utilize that with bombs or something. Yeah, this probably is not going to work out very well, honestly. That's fine. We can try to do our best in defending. But it's not going to go very well. Again, we are just outranged. When we're outranged by most things, or not most things, at the very least half of the things, it just does make for a very rough match. Got down to 9. I haven't done anything of value. I think you can tell that. I'm really just trying to not die here, which at a certain point doesn't matter, because if you're losing, it doesn't matter if you're not dying. Alright, so there's someone there. Squiffer got that. I'm going to try to spread some paint around. Unfortunately, we were also a little light on paint, which isn't that fun. This is a matchmaker special indeed. We will take the trade. That's fine. That's the first kill we've actually gotten, I believe. So, fair enough. Probably need to start throwing more bombs. I've not been focusing on that. I did do quite a bit of it at the start, but I think this is just going to be better. Hide behind cover and annoy them with this. At the very least, it can't be destroyed as easily as I can. And they will at the very least maybe do something. And this will maybe spread some paint around for my teammates to do something. Because I have no comfort standing anywhere. Can't stand near ledge because the Jet Squelcher ranged weapon that does 80 damage per tap is going to hit you. Maybe this? Yeah, I don't even like that. There we go. Okay. That's not nice. They have too much paint for us to actually aim correctly here, so it is going to be rougher for us. I'm just going to try to play evasively. Yeah, I can't really do that. Didn't have any support. I was hoping one of our teammates would come to the rescue. That way we could tag team a little more, but they seem more interested in trying to stop the tower. Fair enough. It's not like saving me is going to do much value anyways. Yeah, we'll lose our first match. Very rough one, but I didn't really see it happening even from the beginning, especially with my poor skills. All right, next match, a bit better. Still a very odd combination of weapons, and we are once again outranged by half of the team. That's not the end of the world. Of course, you are a Squiffer, so you are going to be outranged by stuff. You are the short-range charger, but it's not something where we can always just rely on being able to outrange the shorter-ranged weapons. to try to kind of bully them, or at the very least play it safe, because we will have to be a bit more aggressive when we are in the range of the leader and stuff like that. I'd like to exit here, please. I'm not really in a great position there, so I'm going to go ahead and chuck some bombs off onto their platform. Try to annoy anything that's up there. They have gotten rid of the leader, though, so I'm going to try to capitalize on that and get into a good position before he gets back. Can't really reach anything safely from here. I do have Zipcaster, and I want to use it at some point, but not until I see a good spot to shoot at. I aimed at the pole there. That's not smart. I don't think anyone else is on there, but I do want to stay down here. Wait for the strike. I think too many people see me, so I'm going to just jump out now. Could have maybe jumped to a teammate safely. In fact, I did. I didn't intend to. For this very reason, because strikes are just going over everywhere. That's why I didn't quite want to do that. I got the kill on someone there, not really intentionally, but that's fine. Just gonna try to save my life as much as possible, and I'm backing up. We need to also get some paint on the map. Since we don't have many good painters, I will have to try to upkeep that if I can. I have a feeling someone's trying to shark around here, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw up some auto bombs, see if I can get some location on them. He just stood there, didn't know I was there, which is really good for me. Missed that shot. It's okay. Got our blaster friend on the tower aiming at it, so he should be able to pick up that kill. Do some tap shots over here. I'm almost to another Zipcaster. I don't really feel that useful with Zipcaster, so I do still have to be careful. Okay, we get that. I was very scared. He could have very easily swam towards me, used paint, but he didn't, so that allowed us to stay alive a little bit longer. Leader's aiming at our Hydra. I don't really feel too safe doing this because of that. Normally, if you try to get too close to people with a Zipcaster, it's very predictable and can be punished. It just depends on the weapon. If it's Charger, you can wait until they've used up their shot and then go after them, but that's not always the case. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and throw bombs since I don't really have a clear shot here, and I don't want to get in the way of these strike spams. I mean, they have two strike weapons that paint very well, so that's going to be a very strike-heavy match. I'm just going to aim at tower and shoot at it here. He walked into it. Our friend should be able to take that. Maybe a little bit of lag happening there, but we did get the kill, so I'm fine with that. Our friend should be able to clean up, or at the very least stall them long enough for us to get back in and maybe help a little bit, even if not much. I don't want to stand right up here because of the leader. He's poking at me. I don't want you to poke at me, sorry. I don't have the range for that. And you can tell I'm a little out of my range too. I don't really have a good feel for it. I believe GooTuber has a little bit more range at a full charge, so I might be playing in that range. And also Bamboozler has a little more range as well. Just gonna try to go for painting shots here, honestly, and stalling them. I probably had a little bit of damage. Either that or I was just close enough to it. It was probably just close enough to it to die to it. So I didn't bother moving because I thought I was far enough away, but I wasn't. Just try to hide under here. Here comes the strike spams again. We love it. Our favorite special. It's old missiles, pretty much. Easy spot to stand. Unfortunately, I didn't really get behind the wall as much as I should have. I mean, you can see how much paint they have on the map. It's a very hard match for us to keep up with. So I'm going to try to maybe get base painted up so they can't just push right up into us and still have a lot of paint, even after fighting a bunch. Go ahead and throw a bunch of auto bombs down. Try to play it safe, keeping an eye out for the E-leader, making sure he's not poking at me from afar. Yeah, he's poking at me from afar, so we need to be careful. I'm just gonna honestly throw these out into the field. This should get some paint out. Not much, obviously, but anything will do at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and try to also paint this area so I have something to do whenever people press. Alright, wanna try this? Oh, there's the strikes again. Gotta be careful, because there's not really a lot of downtime between those strikes. Especially if they stagger them. If they don't stagger them, we have a bit of time, but oh well, it's fine. Our teammates pretty much just carried the defense there, which is great, because I'm just not really great at actually defending with this. I'm not really great at doing anything with this weapon, so anytime our teammates just carry us, I'll be very glad. All right, next match, we are looking at somewhat more balanced. We'll certainly have plenty of paint this match, which is very, 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 very nice. So some people approaching from here, so I'm going to go ahead and throw an auto bomb. Since the enemy team does like a backline, I mean, I guess you could really consider the Bamboozler a backline if it really wanted to be. They'll probably be more hyper-aggressive, which we do need to be careful of. You remember how bad I was at actually defending last time, so we're going to focus on movement here and staying alive for our team, or at least attempting to. Would have been nice if I could have landed that shot, but oh well, it's fine. Not going to land all of them. That's why we try to stay alive so we can land or get as many out as possible and hopefully land as many as possible. I'm probably not going to like this map very much, am I? All right, so we're going to go into spam mode until maybe we can get a better paint position here. Oh, wait, nope, nope. This might not end well. That's why I was afraid of the hyper offense. Because, yeah, I'm not really doing much to stop this, am I? All right, I'm just throwing bombs at the tower, honestly. I don't think we have to fear the jet too much. Until he does that, we really need to get people back in, so I'm going to try to just wait until I jump down or anything like that. Honestly, just going to be annoying with auto bombs, because I can be the most effective that way. Since I can't really use my main weapon that well, we do not have enough paint over here. All right, we've lost our friend. I have a feeling you're probably going to chase. Never mind, it's not chasing. It's good. I still think he's over there. I guess not. Okay, well, we can press here. I should have noticed that because the cooler was on tower. All right, spread some paint. I really do not like fighting Nautilus with Squiffer, so it is just a bit of a rough thing. You've got to take them by surprise if that's going to happen, and even then, if you miss your shot, you're in a very bad position because they have very similar range to you, and they have a lot more shots that they can land, and a very high shot velocity, so it's not that hard for them to just laser you down. Alright, missed that shot, it's fine. Oh, no. No. Fighting with this, though, I think. Don't like fighting Bamboozler like that, though. We're just gonna fan the trigger and hope something good happens. Or feather it. I don't remember what the word is for that. Honestly, like this, just being distracting. Alright. Should have drop rolled there. I'm sorry, I'm scratching my eyebrow. That was a really bad time to do that because you do have to still put an input in to get drop roller off. Otherwise, the game wouldn't know where you're rolling, so you kind of have to have that. I don't see this being a win, but at the same time, it's fine. It's a good chance to get some practice in on more aggressive teams. Let's not. Keep thinking that is a, what's it called? Rapid Blaster Pro, because we had one last match, so that's what I'm thinking of. We're going to try to just keep these guys at bay as long as possible. Again, the Nautilus doesn't feel too terribly threatened by us, especially if I can't land shots. Because then, you know, there's no real risk running up towards me. So we're just going to try to hold this off here. I mean, honestly, the bombs are working somewhat. Splashdown is getting a little annoying because it just comes out so quickly, since it's a very low charge special. Alright, Buster's going up here, so maybe I can just hold this position and keep some fire off of my teammates. Or do something. Probably need to spread a little more paint around too, since I can. I'm holding this shot so I can maybe utilize it. These ranges are all awkward though, unfortunately. Just out of range for a lot of stuff. I'm just going to go ahead and pop this for the ink refill. And we're going to get popped by it. That's not good. I was swimming away from it, but I guess it doesn't count. It's okay. Alright, they're still pushing. Again, this is just more of a chance to practice defense on a hyper team. That guy even outranges me, which is a little sad. And we killed him. He may have had a teammate up there, but the game still counts it. So, unfortunate. But again, if I'm not very good at defending, I can't really expect much. Alright, match number 4. Certainly going to have a lot of paint because we have an arrow spray. And we do have Slayer as well, so that's good. Probably just going to try to play midline and be more supportive then and not try to slay. I know this is supposed to be a Slayer, but I'm not good at slaying with it if you haven't been able to tell. I have a feeling someone's flanking. Yes, I see some paint going off over there, so we do need to be careful. I expect it. What is it? Oh, I don't have the range for that. Again, you can see I'm playing outside of my actual range, which is getting me into very bad positions. I'm very sad that that actually hit. I don't know if they actually aimed it there, or if that was more of a trying to burst and get some AoE damage off, but it did pierce and not do good. Yeah, I don't really feel comfortable getting in my actual range here, so we'll see what we can do. It's another match where we are either matched or outranged. Ouch. Hold on. I'm gonna paint over you and maybe get something going. I'm gonna paint for you too, my friend, because why not? He's gonna try to be aggressive. We're losing paint very rapidly, which is not good. We don't like that. Just trying to scare them off tower and take as little damage as possible. Get some damage off too. Jump, please get me out. Okay, that's fine. It's not fine. We're down to 50, which isn't good. I feel like we are probably not built to take on this team. Be better if I could land some shots. That might put us in a better position. Oh boy. I probably could have actually gotten that. Unfortunately, I didn't. Should have played a little bit more to actually save my life there. Maybe our teammates could have taken care of them. If you're around teammates, you want to play for your life more than actually trying to get the kill, because your teammates will sometimes help out. Depends on what they're aiming at and whatnot, but we are going to probably lose this match. I'm trying, I promise I'm trying to land any shot possible, but we lose another game. Hopefully this will stop, but I'm not sure. We'll have to see. We have to get real lucky with teammates. Okay, we have a somewhat balanced team, which is good. Enemy team is also very balanced as well, so we're going to be more of a similar thing to their blaster, while our other weapons are a bit different compared to theirs. They have dualies, we have a junior, so paint wise will be a bit better, but offense wise it'll depend on how the dualies play. Oh, he's just left that out in the open, but the other guy had a locked side on me, so I can't really, unfortunately, do anything if I don't anticipate that. Shouldn't really anticipate that. Be ready to move back. Because remember what I said about movement. You want to be able to move around, stuff like that, even if you're not always landing shots. Stay away from strikes. All right, move forward here. I'm going to try to right side peek, maybe. Okay, I think we can actually be pressing here. Don't want to get too close because I'm not really sure where their charger's up at. Did lose the tower, so I will try to take it. If I let that go a little bit faster, then we would have been fine. It's okay though. Get rid of that beacon. I'm gonna try to spread some more paint around. I don't really feel too safe. Don't really feel too safe at all, actually. What's going on? All right, so that's probably their splat charger, and if that's the case, I can't really do much because he has the high ground. So I'm gonna hold this shot. Maybe someone appears in a really good position for me. That was a really good position, but I let go of my shot too early and it missed. I really don't need to try flick shots as much because this is not a long range charger, so it's not that important. But it is what I'm used to. I'm used to flick shots from longer range chargers, but it doesn't really work that well here. I could always try to play it like Bamboozler and just like do partials, but I feel like that's giving up, and I don't want to give up playing the weapon legitimately. Say I didn't full charge there and it didn't get the kill, and we did get directed, so very sad. However, we are technically in the lead, so we're still doing okay. Hopefully we can keep this momentum going. Hello, charger. Hopefully I take a trade here or something. All right, that's fine. It's better than the other Zepcasters I've been doing, which really don't do much other than distract, so I guess that's okay. All right, we'll jump in here. Charger is still alive, so they might be able to snipe me out of my jump. Never mind. All right, good job, team. See, that's what happens. We just have to let our teammates carry us and we're fine. Throw bombs out here. You know what? I'm not... Okay, so this isn't going well, obviously, other than our teammates carrying us. So I might just try to goof off and maybe do it like Bamboozler. Doesn't have the range of Bamboozler. The damage really isn't that good either, but I don't know. If that works better, then why not, right? All right, hopefully our final match. Team is going to be very aggressive, so I really need to try to keep pace with them when possible. And yes, I said I'm going to try to play it like Bamboozler, but I'm not going to make that my only goal with it. I'm still going to use full charges, especially at range, because you cannot store partials or anything like that, like with YouTuber. If I can back him up and just kind of pressure him with bombs, I think that's fine, honestly. He's going to try to attack me from below ledge and stuff like that, but I think that's fine. As long as it keeps the fire off of tower, I think that's good. All right, I have Zipcaster now because of all those bombs. Oh, no. See, if I were just better at aiming. And here's the thing. Some days, aiming goes really well. You saw with YouTuber, we had some really good matches with it. But this weapon in particular, it's just a weird feeling. And training area does not give real experience. You can train hours in the training area and it really not help you out at all with this weapon particularly. Like with other chargers, okay, it's a bit different. It's still a bit more difficult, but you can use it as a crutch sometimes. And think, oh yeah, well I can hit the dummies that are moving left and right in a linear pattern that stop at the very end as a way to gauge how good I am at actually aiming, when you really can't. I kind of wish there was more of an AI Octoling that was focused on, or I guess that doesn't have to be an enemy Octoling, it could be just like a robot. They already have the robot that shoots at you, but it doesn't really move, does it? The actual enemy Octolings in the story modes aren't really that good at fighting. And they don't really focus on evading either, and they're very easy to take out. But if you could have like one that doesn't break or explode or anything like the metallic dummy does, then it would be a really nice one to be able to just kind of practice on tracking and whatnot if it's moving around erratically. I'm sure the AI would obviously be harder to program, but it would be really nice to have. Not really sure what he's doing here. He's not focusing on pinpointing those shots, so it's actually good for us. We won't really have to worry too much about being one shot. All right, good. That hopefully won't take me out. There we go. Get rid of him. Missed that shot. It's fine though. It's fine. You can just drop roll out of here. Good job, good job. I'm not going to jump up there yet because they do have a blaster going. Stand back. I'm going to rapid fire some shots here in case I just get a hit and help with chip damage or something. Oh, very bad. Very good though. We can get right back on tower. I don't want to die to the wall string there, so we are just going to try to play evasively. That's fine though. We've got a really good lead here. As long as we defend correctly, we're fine. We've got two people up. I think I will jump in. It is risky. Since we do have drop roller, we cannot actually use or bank on not being seen whenever we jump in. I don't have any ink. I'm just jumping back out. That's just a bad spot to be in. I shouldn't have thrown that bomb because it didn't do much. That's fine though. We can defend here. We maybe could have gotten a knockout, but we kind of fell apart at the end. No thanks to me, of course, or all thanks to me. We didn't do that good because of me. Let me say it like that. It's all our teammates doing all the hard work, and I'm just kind of here shooting things. Whether or not I actually hit them, well, just depends. Ah, well-placed bomb, I guess. I don't know if they intended it for it to go there, but it was wrong place at the wrong time. All right, jumping back in. We're going to avoid this, thankfully, because we do have drop roller. And try to just paint, honestly, shore up our defenses here because we only have to defend for 1 more minute, which is not terribly long. Honestly, just pressuring the tower, I like that. Even if I'm not landing shots, they have to think twice because while they know I'm not very good at aiming, they still have to be careful because one well-placed shot and it is the end of them. However, it just kind of fell there. Thankfully, our teammate gave us cooler. Oh, where are you going? Not gonna let you do that. Okay, I guess I will. That's fine. Throw a bomb out. We've got 30 seconds left. Yeah, just more bombs, honestly. I know it's annoying seeing this many auto bombs, but I don't really feel too safe pushing forward here. There's no real purpose to do it because we only have 20 seconds left. We have the lead. There's not much more of a lead we can take. So all we have to do is just chuck bombs and deal damage to them. Make it terribly annoying for them to actually move. And it seems to be working very nicely, so we're going to keep doing it. No, nice. Got a collateral there. And touch the tower. And we'll take our 3rd and final win. And there are 3 wins with the new Squiffer. Not as bad as I was expecting it to go, but certainly not great. you can see I'm not great with it. Again, I have some better days with it where I can hit shots, but most of the time it's just like, well, I shot at the person, but I can't really pinpoint them exactly. And I think the worst part about it, using it when you aren't used to it, it's a very high skill floor weapon, is that you have to also focus on dodging. The other chargers, and even something like Bamboozler, which has pretty fast run speed, especially with run speed up, you're pretty out of the way and can let your teammates take the aggro while you're far enough away to actually fight people without having to get your hands dirty. This one, you're going to have to be getting your hands dirty a lot, especially since some of the mid-range weapons actually outrange you, which is not good. So having to focus on both movement and precise aiming is making it a lot harder to actually use effectively. Once you learn how to use it, it's a really good weapon, but until then, you're going to struggle quite a bit, as I do. Either way, hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider leaving a comment below and maybe even consider subscribing. Until next time.